What up, everybody?
DCY!
Beautiful,
What's up, y'all?
What is going on?
Good evening, ladies and
To a
gentlemen.
finally good full day. Like, I feel
Yes.
like the weather has been good all day today.
Yeah.
Like, for the past, year, it's just been,
Although I
meh.
will say, I was like cold, kind of. This is like off center. I'll put this right here for now. I was cold this morning, so I put a jacket on, and at lunch I was sweating. So
Yep.
like the weather was perfect, but like I actually had a really bad day.
Yeah, the mornings need to get it together,
Yeah.
honestly. That's the only thing. I was trying to leave that out, all right? Trying to be positive over here.
No, it got real hot in the middle.
But cold mornings is very difficult
Yeah.
because my bed is just so much more
See, but-
comfier than the outside air.
Cold weather, hot coffee.
That's fair.
Yes.
That's fair.
Come on. None of y'all drink coffee, well, like that yet, right? Okay, well, hang on. Do y'all wake up early in the morning and sit on your porch and drink your coffee? You have a...
On the weekends,
yeah, on the weekends? Is that not a vibe, though?
that is Lexus's
Yeah.
perfect morning.
Oh.
Ooh, on the beach, too.
It's too hot because I'm too pale because I'd be burning. I love the beach in the morning, though.
If you go to the beach, do you go in the water?
No.
Not Galveston.
No.
Not Galveston. All right. The real beach, yeah. All right, but
You go and step in
not
it to get the sand off your feet. That's what you do.
even then, I'm just so worried that man, Paris. We have no in Galveston water. Ain't nobody.
Oh, those
know.
brain-eating amoebas are definitely in there.
Oh, for
100%.
sure. For sure. We got look, all right, not many things can survive in there, okay? And I don't trust putting my foot in there.
Yes.
I've always said I love the beach. I hate sand and I hate salt water. But I love the beach. And it makes sense. Like, I know it doesn't make sense.
It's
but
usually just the wind.
the
You
vibe.
like
I
the
like the
wind.
wind. The vibe
That's
of
it.
the beach is the best, but getting sand on you is the worst. Oh, it's the worst.
Because you feel it the rest of the day.
Yes, and then anytime I've always watched movies where they dive into the ocean water and they're looking around oh, you open your eyes and not
Fake
just
news.
completely
Fake
die.
news.
That's
That is
how I knew that
not
movie
how
was
it goes
fake.
at all,
That's
especially
not-
in Galveston.
No, not at all. You don't see anything if you open your eyes in
You're gonna come up with
Galveston.
mud in your eyes.
Mud, just straight mud or seaweed. You might get some seaweed. All right, well, we'll move on with tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on these announcements. First and foremost, right now, coming up, it is now March, so you know what that means. March Madness every single year.
I was doing the theme. Keep going.
There's a theme?
Yeah.
I wish I would have known there's a theme. Totally would have put sound in there. No, mental note. All right, don't let me forget.
I'm just
March
a
Madness
little
theme.
March Madness fan, just a little bit.
Have you already started watching some games?
Oh, dude, actually,
Same.
the regular season, I never watched the regular season. I've actually watched some lately. It's been really good.
I've been watching it solely for this. All right, every year we do a March Madness bracket competition, and so that is going to be starting, so get ready for that. We're making the app. We're going to send it out to all y'all, because here's the thing.
We know what you're I don't know basketball. It does not matter.
It doesn't matter.
It does not matter.
Pure luck. There has never, it's right, never?
Well, probably not. I don't. If someone did, no one knows about it.
Yes, on record, there has never once been a perfect bracket, ever. That has never happened.
Warren Buffett, years ago, if you had a perfect bracket, he would give you $1 billion.
That's
and
how
no one won
confident
it.
he was. Nobody won.
Yeah.
It's literally the winner of our competition gets $50. All right, all you literally got to do is pick. You can pick whatever team has the coolest name. You can pick whatever team looks the prettiest or has the nicest mascot. It doesn't matter whether you know
Color
sports.
schemes for
Yeah,
their
color
jerseys.
schemes. It doesn't matter whether you know sports or not, because you have a huge chance of winning. Because honestly, you know sports, it's also kind of a disadvantage.
I sit there and I look at a matchup and I'm like, okay, this team got a really good coach, but they don't really got a superstar. But this team's got this superstar who drops buckets, and now I'm going back and forth. Meanwhile, someone else who doesn't know anything, I was like, ooh, pretty colors. Click.
I like
And I'm
purple
over here
more than I
sitting
like green.
I'm over here racking my brain, overthinking every single matchup. Like, how many points did they score in the game?
Yep.
Are they a good rebounding team? Do they play
Yep.
good defense? And everyone's like, oh.
Here, Noah Schelt won, and everybody made fun of him because I think it was Gonzaga, was just
no, it was Texas Tech.
No, but everybody said Gonzaga was going to win. They were just like dominant, like high above number one, above everybody else. And he was like, no, you would have been good, but you completely lose now. Texas Tech won, and so he won the whole thing. Yep. And so we can make fun of you and end up being wrong. For real, enter a bracket. You literally just pick the teams, and you got a chance to win $50.
I would say last year, though, the winner was second place because I won the tournament.
Oh, yeah. Who was second place? Oh, yeah, because we didn't know the team name, right? That's right. We didn't know who the team name was.
But I had the best bracket because I picked Baylor, and I was correct last year. Because I am a genius.
And we won't let you forget it, all right? Yes. That's what it is.
But because I did so well last year, I'm probably going to come in dead last this year.
That's
just how March Madness works. It all evens out.
That's how it works. All right, so March Madness, get ready to enter in your bracket. Other than that, it is, guys, it's March. That means it's right here, all right? March 18th is 19th, all right?
That's the big one.
It's 2 weeks away. It is 18th and 19th, 16 days away.
I got my paid time off.
Good,
check.
good,
Work.
all right, good. Because this is like, if you're going to go to any event, this is the event that you're going to be at. I don't care if, like, I don't know, say, random instance, a week before that, you're getting your wisdom teeth pulled. You should 100% still be there, okay? This is a place you go to if you're medically cleared.
Come and pray for healing.
If you're medically cleared. Let's make sure to say that. I don't want to get in trouble. All right, so
now,
you can have...
if you're not medically cleared,
calm down. Don't listen to him. Don't
bring
listen to
it, and we will pray for you.
No. All right. To be a legit treat. All right, I told y'all last week it was $100. I wrote down on a paper outside that's $100, and so because I wrote it down on paper, that means the price is now $100. All right, my mistake is your benefit. That's how it works.
How much did this cost you?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. All right, so we started sending out. That's $100.
That's good customer service there, people.
You know what? I'm not going to lie to you. All right? I'm not going to be like, well, no, it's actually $100. No, what I put on paper is out. All right, it's $100.
That's a man of integrity right there, y'all.
For real. If like $100 is like, oh man, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if my parents are going to let me do that for one night. Like it's a Friday night to Saturday. I don't know if they're going to let me do that. Talk to me. We have scholarships available, all right? All you got to do is let me know. I can't help you unless you let me know. So for real, I want you there.
Impromptu Spencer challenge right now. I just thought of it, and I think Cody will approve of it. Whoever can make the funniest TikTok and get the most likes.
Funniest vid. No. It's straight video.
Okay, whoever.
That's always the rule.
Okay, fine. Whoever has the best one, I will pay for your lift.
Ooh, all right.
But you got to work for it.
Make your funniest video. We do this, and the one thing that is our stipulation is we are a church, and if you make something with Jesus that is funny, that's great, and you have a shot at winning. But just because you put Jesus, don't think you're automatically going to the top, all right? We will honor what is funniest, all right?
If you just want to do a pan and dance to Nelly Furtado, like that one guy.
Yes. Yeah. That's a good chance. So make your funniest video, send it to us. Sell it to us. Don't sell it to us. Send it to us, all right? And you'll get your scholarship. You'll go for free, whether you need it or not. You're going for free, all right? Other than that, if it is your first time here tonight, I want to meet you and kind of give you an explanation about who we are, what we're all about. We like to say, put the Y behind DCY. So if it's your first time, y'all like that ding? It's nice, right? If it's your first time, you can meet me at those back doors. We'll go in the game room. I got some prizes for y'all because you'll spin a little wheel, and so you could walk away with your very own crisp high five, all right? And we will try. Yeah, we will try until we get it crisp, all right? It has to be crisp. We'll know it when it happens. But there's other prizes in there like legitimate gift cards and like real things. But if it's your first time and you're with somebody, you can take them back with you. But I want to kind of give you my spiel, and are going to continue to attempt to beat Lexus in Wii Tennis, and I don't think it's going to happen. This is going to go on for weeks unless y'all just give up, guys.
All right.
All right. Who we got? Who?
I love every single week Lex has come up here, and the more and more confident. I love it. She's just radiating confidence.
I had warm up in the game room earlier.
Next week it's going to be full-on arrogance, and y'all are going to be like, I got to beat her. All right. I need 2 people that have not gone yet.
I'll let you pick.
Thank you for that. All right, we'll go M.
Oh. You already know how that goes.
I am trying. Goodness gracious. I can't even hear myself think. Okay. Man, this is tough. A lot of y'all.
Eeny, miny, moe. We've got a lot of good contestants tonight.
All right, Duster Houses. Y'all play paper, rock, scissors right now. Go. Best 2 out of 3, real quick.
Oh, that was the same.
Okay, one.
Oh, we need.
Okay, come on. Okay, let's go.
That was the most offbeat rock, paper, scissors I'd ever seen.
I feel like it was a legitimate result, though. That felt real, right?
It was, yeah.
Are we going to put asterisk on that? No?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay.
All right.
I guess we could have gotten this started.
I was trying I wanted to look in y'all's eyes, and I want to see if y'all had that competitive fire to take. I need that. Lex doesn't look worried, though. I'm just saying. She does not look worried at all.
You can't show your fear.
Oh, so there is. She's really veiling her fear right now.
Never let them see you fear.
Can't let them see you sweat?
Yeah.
Like that.
Exactly.
All right, let's A and B it. A and B it. Tennis. Is this in a good spot for y'all?
Looks pretty even.
Y'all seen the TikTok about like when they're recording this song? No? I love that TikTok. They're like, love that.
Yeah, it's pretty vibey.
All right, best of 3. Best of 3. All right, here we go. Old dude and Usher.
All right, my money's on Usher. I don't know who it is, but that's what my money's on.
Oh!
Who got serve?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh. I do see a little perspiration on Lex's head now. I see a little bit.
It's my glow. It's my glow.
All right. 15-15. All right. Good rally. Good rally. Oh.
That was
couldn't keep that one in.
Almost really good hit.
He dove for that thing. Ooh, all right. Neck and neck. We got a good one, folks. Just realized I might be standing.
I love the good, yes. Way to go. Good game, good game. Keep it up. That was a good game.
All right. Game 1 to old dude. Oh, that was some heat.
She got that fire.
Oh, man.
She got that heat.
I'm so excited for this championship, y'all. I'm so excited. This is going to be great. Like, the older generations don't understand why all of y'all are locked in right now. Y'all are all like, and I am too.
Yeah. I couldn't do that for like.
I said, okay, that's fair. Kendall likes watching people play video games too. Are you a Twitch guy? No? Not a Twitch guy? Okay, see, so there is a line for you. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm not going to put it on YouTube, okay?
But you could. You could be a viral
Oh, wait, we're done? Okay.
We tennis star, dude.
Spencer, I like watching people play my Oculus. That's a lot of fun.
Okay.
And I'm an old dude.
You know, old's a mental thing. You know, that's fair. That's fair. I shouldn't have blanket statement. I apologize. But a lot of people don't understand the concept of Twitch, right? A lot of people are like, why would you watch someone play a video game when you could just go play the video game? It's like, well, why do you watch people play football when you could just go outside and throw a football around, right? Same thing. So use that the next time some boomer comes at you about that. Is this 30-0 Lex? Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, no. What a letdown. Come on, Duster House, get in there. I love it. Oh, my. Oh. Oh, that is poor sportsmanship right there. Anyone else used to do that in fighting games? If you're getting beat up in a fighting game, you just pause it, and the person doing their combo is like, dude, let's do the combo. It's like, can't do your combo now. Ooh. Wow. Lex continues to just be the Wii Tennis goddess out here just taking names, fool.
Fast serve that I've had to return. I didn't get it, so you
Wow.
can just fast serve it on me the whole time. You know, you never know.
Wow. Yeah, that's the key. Y'all got to get those smoking trail serves.
Yeah.
I don't know what the secret sauce to that is, but that's the key to victory.
I'm not gonna give you ping pong. All right. I'll take anybody on ping pong. Meet me in the game room before service or after service. But why don't you stand with me as we move into worship and praise the Lord. Bow your heads. Oh, my goodness. Hallelujah. Okay. Bow your heads as we pray. God, we thank you for tonight. God, we thank you that we're able to just be here and have fun, God, with our friends and with just DCY fam. God, I pray that tonight that you would just be here, God, that we would hear from you. We give you all the honor, all the glory. Jesus, it's in your name we pray. Amen.
I was buried beneath my shame. Who could carry that kind of weight? It was my tomb till I met you. I was breathing but not alive. All my failures I tried to hide. Oh, it was not till I met you. Come on, sing it out. On my name, and I ran out of that grave. Out of the darkness into your glorious day. You called my name, and I ran out of that grave. Out of the darkness to your glorious day. Now your mercy has saved my soul. Oh, now your freedom is all that I know. Oh, the old man knew Jesus when I met you. You called my name, and I ran out of that grave. Out of the darkness into your glorious day. You called my name, and I ran out of that grave. Out of the darkness into your glorious day. I needed mercy, my sin was heavy. At the weight of your glory, I needed shelter, I was an orphan. Now you call me a citizen. Come on, lift your voices. When I was broken, you were my healing. Now your love is the air that I'm breathing. I have a future,
Austin, will you bring me the table and chair when you're ready? I hope he heard me. All right, we are wrapping up our series tonight entitled Toxic. Everybody say toxic. Toxic. Will you bring me the chair too? You're a doll, such a doll. Who gives that compliment anymore? A doll. I don't know. It's just so nice. I feel like a 50-year-old lady, or actually like an 80-year-old lady. We're like, can you get that for me, doll? Sorry. We are wrapping up our series tonight that we've entitled Toxic, and it's about, man, how to deal with toxic people in your life and how to deal with the different toxic like traits we have in ourselves and different like toxins that we, man, even situations that we put ourselves in, and how to, man, handle those and operate those. In these last couple weeks, we've been talking a lot about, man, how to deal with the stuff in ourselves, because honestly, is we have to constantly, like, instead of like looking at somebody else and be like, this is what you need to change, it's up to us to look at, okay, what else can I change in me? And so these past couple weeks have been about that. And last week we talked about what a true friend looks like, and, man, how to operate through loneliness and the difference between being alone and loneliness, and how to operate through that, and how the church is here together so that nobody is alone and left out, and so that we should be around each other, building each other up. And so this week, maybe you're here tonight and you're like, all right, Cody, I've been working on myself. Like, I'm becoming the best me I can possibly be, all right? I've been trying to do this right. But you told me what a real friend was last week. But after that, I looked at some of my friends, and I realized that there's a person that, honestly, I've been thinking about them this entire series, that, like, they're just a really toxic. How do I, man, what am I supposed to do if I know this person for so long, but they're such a toxic person that, like, how do I, man, get rid of that? But I care for them at the same time, and so how do I operate through that? And so tonight, we're going to talk about how to handle toxic people. And man, there comes a point where you have to sometimes distance yourself from somebody who is toxic to you in your relationship with God. First and foremost, the most important thing, the most important priority should be your relationship with God. And anything comes between that or anything hinders that, man, you have to reevaluate the importance of that too. And you have to reevaluate if that is something that you need to continue in and continue on doing, or continue, if it's a person, being friends with. And so sometimes you have to distance yourself from people. But if you're like me, distancing, if somebody, like, I don't care about, like, makes me angry, I'm like, cool, no problem, I don't need to talk to you, like, I'm fine with it. But, man, if I realize that one of my friends, somebody I truly care about, is toxic and I have to distance myself from them, man, that's one of the hardest things to do, is distancing, I'm gonna get that word right before the end of the night, is distancing yourself away from somebody that you truly care about. And it makes it even harder when you really, like, want the best for that person, even if it's not, like, being around you, and, like, even if it's not being friends with you. But the Bible speaks a lot about the importance of friends and the importance of people you surround yourself with. The book of Proverbs, which, side note, if you're wondering where to start reading the Bible and you're like, I'm not really sure, like, do I just start from the beginning and start reading Genesis and try to go through the entire book, or where do I start? To start is the book of Proverbs. It's literally got a Bible plan in it already. It's called Daily Proverb. And so, like, today's March 2nd, so you read Proverbs 2. And on March 3rd, you would read Proverbs 3, because there are 31 chapters in the book of Proverbs. Proverbs is just a bunch of, like, we always say tweets from God. It's just like a bunch of, like, one-liners, like 1-2 sentences of a ton of things that is just wisdom and advice. And, like, this is, if you're trying to figure out where to start reading, this is a fantastic place to start. Back over, because it's got so much about wisdom and so much about, man, the wise steps of a man, and, like, what a wise person does. Constantly, it talks about your friends. So in Proverbs 13, walk with the wise and become wise. Associate with fools and get in trouble. In Proverbs 12, it says, the godly give good advice to their friends. The wicked lead them astray. And then Proverbs 22 says, don't befriend angry people or associate with hot-tempered people, or you will learn to be like them and endanger your soul. That it says you will learn to be like them, because who you surround yourself with matters. That's what these verses are saying. Like, who you surround yourself with, who you associate with, who you call your friends matters, all right? Because whether you realize it or not, whether you try to do it consciously, you start to emulate and you start to do different things that they are doing. Growing up that show me your It's like, man, I learned that whenever I was in youth, and it's just been a staple part of my life because it's so true that your 5 closest friends are, man, people that you enjoy being around, people that bring you joy, like people that make you feel good about yourself or make you feel like you belong somewhere. Those are your closest friends. Those are the people that you surround yourself with the most. Show me those people, and I'll let you know what your future is going to look like. Because those people, if they're, man, all they're doing is a negative effect on you and they're just toxic people, down, man, your future is going to look pretty tough. It's going to be difficult to fight through that, to continue to be like, man, successful and continue to be someone who is a positive person, has a positive life, if you have these friends around you that are constantly trying to pull you down. And, man, whenever I heard that and grew up here and that, I knew that and I understood that, but, man, it was the hardest thing for me if I really cared about a person and, like, I really, like, wanted the best for this person, but I knew that they were not good for me, and I knew that, like, I let them go, like, and my mindset was like, man, if I, like, godly influence in their life, and so, like, what if they get mad at me, and so they're mad at the church now, and so they're now mad at God, and now they hate God, and it's all because of me, and, like, I put all this pressure on me, and it really made me like struggle with trying to get them away, because this person needs a Christian influence. Like, don't they need somebody to be godly in their life? That's 100% true. Like, ask yourself, like, who's influencing who? Like, are you being an influence on them, or are they being an influence on you? And so, man, one of my favorite like books of the Bible is 1 Corinthians, and 1 Corinthians 15 actually says, "Bad company corrupts good character." That is, man, you need to memorize that. Bad company corrupts good character. That you can have all the best, man, character in your life, but when you have bad company around you, it corrupts that. And in Corinthians, chapter 5 is actually where we're going to go to next. Reading this is to be, man, a super open and honest. I always try to be that. Reading this, when the first time I read it as a pastor, really kind of shook me to my core, and really I did understand it, that I saw it, I read it, and to be completely honest, I disagreed with it at first, is the best way to put it. And I struggled with how to accept it, and I struggled with, man, how I'm supposed to kind of move on with this, and kind of like, if I don't agree with this, like, how am I supposed to operate? Which, if you ever read something in the Bible and you don't agree with it, man, you need to, like, really sit on that and really go, like, attack that and kind of dive into that, because it's not you who's wrong. Like, this has been tried true through years and years and years, and it's not you who's wrong, and so it's God speaking through you, or through the Bible to you, and so you need to look at this and be like, all right, God, what am I missing, so I can kind of get the whole spiel, like, get the whole circle of what's going on. So it's 1 Corinthians chapter 5. It says, this is Paul writing to the church of Corinthians, like these people who lived in Corinth. This is the advice. I hardly believe the report about sexual immorality going on among you, something that even pagans don't do. I'm told that a man in your church is living in sin with his stepmother. You are so proud of yourselves, but you should be mourning in sorrow and shame, and you should remove this man from your fellowship. And I saw this, and I was like, remove this man from the fellowship? Like, kick this dude out of church? What do you mean kick him out of church? The church is supposed to be a place that is loving and is accepting, like a place that if anybody needed church, this guy needed to be in church. Like, if he's living in sin, then obviously he needs church. Like, what do you mean kick him out? It made me, I struggled with it for so long, of like, how can you do that? And so you have to read a little bit further down, because this dude needed the church to help him and guide him more than anybody else. But he kind of reads further down in verse 6. I want to pick back up. Paul says, your boasting about this is terrible. Don't you realize that this sin is like a little yeast that spreads through the whole batch of dough? Get rid of the old yeast by removing the wicked person from among you. Then you will be like a fresh batch of dough made without yeast, which is what you really are. What he's saying is, the way you make bread and the way bread rises is you put a little bit of yeast in it, it makes it rise. And so just a little bit of yeast affects the entire thing. And so what Paul's really pointing out here is the fact that he keeps talking about how proud they were of this. And so this one man's man, this one man living in sin, and this one man who's doing, not living a life that is right. This one person is affecting the entire group of people, the entire body of the church, is infecting everybody. And so this one man, Paul is saying, this one man, this one toxic thing in your church, you have to get rid of it. Paul said, move this kind of toxicity from your life, from your church, in order for the rest of the body. And man, I struggled with that for so long until I finally came to terms with, like, man, something is enough that it's affecting everything else. If something is so toxic that it's affecting everything else, man, you really got to get that out of your life. And so I actually made a list of different people that have been toxic to this church, and so we're going to kick y'all out. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I would never, man. How many of y'all got nervous? I saw y'all. If I can get the band to come up with me, actually. Paul's talking about how, man, these toxins that was in this church, man, it had to be removed. Difficult as it had to be removed. And so God tonight is going to call some of y'all to remove some different toxic people in your life. Some of those may be friends that you grew up with. Some of those may be friends that you really care about, and it's going to be difficult. Yes, and when you're like, man, that's my only real friend. I know they're not the best friend, but I feel like that's my only real friend. You got to trust God to send you more people. Because you may hear here tonight, and you're like, look, I hear this all the time. Like, Cody, I'm really trying to I'm really trying to start doing the right thing. And, like, I'm really doing my best, but, like, I don't know why. I just can't get it. Like, I just can't really, like, stay consistent with it. And one of my questions is always, man, who are your closest friends? Like, who are you surrounding yourself with? Have you been trying to stop going to, man, all the bad things with the people who aren't living their life right? Have you been trying to stop doing that and yet continuing to hang out on Friday nights? Like, are you trying to do this and same type of influence? Jesus says in Matthew chapter 26, he says, keep watch and pray so that you will not give in to temptation. For the spirit is willing, but the body is weak. The spirit is willing. You have these intentions that, man, I want to live my life right. I want to do the right things. I want to be an example of what a God Christian, what a good Christian looks like. I want to, make God proud. Like, I want to do everything right. My spirit is willing, but you put yourself in situations that your flesh is weak, that your flesh is easily like, the human side of you is easily like, look, it's not really that bad. And I'm a kid. I'm supposed to live life. Like, I'm a kid. I'm supposed to make mistakes. Like, your flesh can talk you into, your human side can talk you into and justify anything you want it to. And your spirit may be willing, but your flesh is weak. You're stuck in between this battle and this internal monologue that you're going back and forth of, like, I do, but I don't. I don't want to do it, but then I end up doing it. And so now you're upset at yourself that you still kind of want to do it, and then you're also upset at yourself that, like, I shouldn't have those kind of standards. You go back and forth, and it puts you in this spiral that, man, is so difficult to get out of because you're putting yourself in these situations. Whenever, like, the best way to avoid and the best way to, like, not give into temptation is to avoid tempting situations. It's much easier friends. All right, I'm going to say that again. It's much easier to not have to say no to friends. That there are people in your life that if this is hitting to you tonight, you know exactly. I don't even have to know their name. You know exactly who it is. Those people that you're like, man, every time I'm around them, I end up doing stuff I know I'm not supposed to be doing. Every time I'm around them, I feel like they're just pulling me down. And, like, I feel like I can't, ever really get out of this rut, and I can't really figure out why, but I care about them so much. Y'all stand up with me. And point out that this Paul isn't this, like, super angry, like, stubborn, just, like, cold-hearted old man. Like, that's not who Paul is. In fact, later he writes a second letter to the people in Corinth, the Corinthians, called 2 Corinthians, what the book is called. And in there, he actually, like, references this person, and he says, most of you opposed this man, and that was punishment enough for him. Now, however, it is time to forgive and to comfort him. Otherwise, be overcome by discouragement. So I urge you now to reaffirm your love. He sends this letter back to the Corinthians like, hey, look, you removed him and you removed the toxins in your life, but now's your time to welcome him back. But the key there is that it was over a period of time, that there was a time of distance, that, man, just because you push yourself away from somebody doesn't mean that it's going to be forever. I mean, that might be exactly what that person needed to, man, really realize that, man, if everybody was pushing me out except this one person, but now even this person is, like, what do I need to change? Like, it's obvious that might be that, like, light. It has to be some kind of distance between between you and whatever that friend is. And so you may be thinking that, like, all right, look, Cody, I understand this, but for real, like, I'm the only, like, godly influence into this person's life. Like, they're going to be so angry because I'm pushing them away and I'm leaving them out in the dust. And so, man, they're going to be angry at me. They're going to be angry at God. They're going to be angry at the church. Like, I don't understand. How is God ever going to save them? Like, because of this. What if he hates God? It is not you who saves anybody. It's not me who saves anybody. None of us can save somebody. It has to be God, and it has to be that person's choice. You can't force Christianity on anybody. You can, man, be an influence in their lives, and you 100% should be influence in people's lives, but you cannot bear the responsibility of saving somebody. Number 2 is your relationship with God has to be your top priority. And if you have to sacrifice your relationship with God for their relationship with God, it's not worth it. You have to have your relationship with God as your top priority. Anything that comes between that, you got to get rid of it. And number 3 is saying that, and like I said it too, and like I believed that way, and like, man, it made me hold on to friends that, man, later on in life meant nothing to me anyway. Like later on, like just kind of the friendship fizzled out anyway. Made me hold on to them for way too long. Believing that, like, and having that mindset, my biggest thing was like, the thing that finally like shook me out of it was me realizing that. So I'm saying that the creator of the universe can only save this one person through me. Like, I'm the only way that this can happen. It's so scary because it's a lack of control, and it's a lack of, man, you can't have your hand in how this person is living. You can't keep tabs on it. You can't make sure it is. So it's a lack of control. And so giving up that control is trusting God. Giving up that control is trusting God of like, you know what, look, I'm sorry. I really do want the best for you, and I really do want, man, you to have a relationship with God, but I can't sacrifice my own, so I'm going to trust God with you. And which is crazy to think about, but I'm going to trust God with you. And y'all going to start to spread out. If you're new here, during this kind of time of prayer, we always spread out, and I always say try to get alone with you and God. And the reason behind that is it is our job. The best thing I can do, beyond all the sermons, beyond anything, the best thing I can do is teach you how to be alone with God, and is to give you opportunities to be alone with God. But these moments that you're alone with God, that's why I say get away from everybody, like get away from distractions. These moments that you're alone with God can be replicated. I want you to learn how to like operate in them so you can replicate them in your home, in your car, like wherever you are, like have a moment that you get alone with God, because that's so important. If you want to continue this Christian life, like having moments that you're alone with God are crucial and are necessary. So as we, man, continue into worship, and as they sing some songs, and as we enter this time of prayer, of course, always, if you need to talk to us, like a leader and an adult about anything, by all means, come talk to us, whether it's about what was said tonight or about anything that you're going through. Like, we want to help you through whatever we can, and we want to pray with you through whatever we can. And so we got leaders, and we got adults, so just find one of them. But if you're everybody else, if you don't really have anything specific, I want you to look at your friends and kind of like, man, really reevaluate what your friends are. And I want you to ask this one question. Are my friends helping my relationship with God? Are my friends helping my relationship with God? Because I promise you, if they're not helping it, they are hindering it. So if your friends are not helping your relationship with God, they are hurting it.
take a trophy to make you proud. I'll never be more loved than I am right now.
Going through a storm, but I won't go down. I hear your voice carried in the rhythm of the wind to pull me out.
You would cross an ocean so I wouldn't drown. You've never been closer than you are right now. You are Jireh. You are enough. You are Jireh. You are enough. I will be content in every circumstance. You are Jireh. You are enough. Never, always enough. You are more than enough. Forever enough. Always enough. You are more than enough. I don't wanna forget how I feel right now on a mountaintop. I can see so clear what it's all about. So stay by my side till the sun goes down. Don't forget how I feel right now. 'Cause you are Jireh. You are enough. You are Jireh. You are enough. And I will be content in every circumstance. You are Jireh. You are enough. Forever enough. Always enough. You are more than enough. Forever enough. Always enough. You are more than enough.
I'm already loved. I'm already true. I know who I am. I know what you've spoken. I'm already loved more than I could imagine, and that is enough. I'm already loved. I'm already chosen. I know who I am. I know what you've spoken. I'm already loved more than I could imagine. That is enough. I'm already loved.
I'm already chosen.
Who I am.
I'm already loved. Jireh, you are enough. I will be content in every circumstance. You are Jireh, you are enough. Ever enough, always enough. You are more than enough. Forever enough,
and all I did was praise. All I need to do is worship. And Lord, I will just bow down. I'm just gonna stay still. You lay down every burden, every crown. This is my surrender. This is my surrender. Here is where I lay it down. Every lie and every doubt. This is my surrender. And I will make room for you to do whatever you want to do whatever you want to. And I will make room for you to do whatever you want to. Here is where I lay it down. Every burden, every crown. This is my surrender. This is my surrender. Here is where I lay it down. Every lie and every doubt. This is my surrender.
I'm about to pray and dismiss. Before I do, one thing I forgot to add that I have to warn you about, and I have to let you know that, man, in these difficult conversations that some of you are going to have, and these difficult, man, separations and like distances that you're going to have between different friends, you have to know that they're probably not going to be like, no problem at all. Like, they're probably going to be upset with it. And that was always one of the things. I was like, all right, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to push that friend away. 100% we're done. But, like, one of the things that always stopped me is because I was like, I know they're going to be so mad. And, like, I know they're going to be so upset at me. And, like, I don't want to have to deal with that. And so I avoided it because of that. And so I have to let you know, like, they're going to react how they react, all right? And you have to know if they're them reacting like it's the 100% okay are not high. And so, man, I want you to pray now that God gives you those right words, that you continue to pray tonight, that God, man, give me those opportunities to have those conversations. And, man, let me have peace through it all. Even if they're, man, going wild and they're, like, starting to talk bad about me, they're doing all these different things, like, give me peace through the whole situation, God, so I know that this is right and I know I'm bettering my relationship with you. So I wanted to make sure to let you know that before when you go out, that way you're not blindsided, that you're like, Cody, this is supposed to be a great thing. Why is this so bad now? Know that, man, they're not going to react exactly how you would hope they would react. But it's 8:15. I'm going to go ahead and pray and dismiss. Obviously, if you're still going through something and you still need prayer over something, by all means, we're here till you are, so continue. And you're just chilling, that's fine. Just don't chill out in here. We got the lobby, we got game room, outside, like all that stuff, but allow the people in here to continue to, man, pursue in this atmosphere. So, God, I thank you for tonight. God, I thank you for, man, already sending us the right friends, the right, man, circle, and the right, man, influencers in our own lives. God, you're sending those people right now to us. And God, I pray right now that you give us the courage to have a conversation and the peace, knowing that whatever happens, God, is 100% up to them, and that, God, we trust them with you, and that if we need to have these conversations with friends, God, that you set up those conversations to be able to have, God, and that you speak through us, because, God, we only want to trust you, and our relationship with you is more important than anything. I pray right now that you start to, man, give each of these students courage to have those conversations. And I thank you for that. Amen. Amen. Sign up for Literature Treat. We'll see y'all Sunday.